Anyhow, it's a big deal. I just turned 83 years of age. Well, I'm just happy to be anywhere. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that growing old is not for sissies. And being over the hill is better than being under it. By far, believe me. The other thing is, too, as far as Alzheimer's is concerned, the only thing it's good for is hiding your own Easter eggs. I'm still looking for a chocolate rabbit for my sister. I have a very, very good friend who is 95 years of age and just fantastic man. So we got walking the other day and I met him and I said, Dal, what do you attribute your quality, vigor and vitality and the fact that you're going to live to 150 years? He said, well, I'll give you the secret. If you want to live to be 150 years of age, do what I did. He said, marry a young broad. So, at 83, I married this beautiful young lady here. My wife, I was 53. My children and grandchildren are very concerned about this age difference, and I said, look, if she dies, she dies. Just forget another one, right? Some very strange things happened after I married her. My first honeymoon was Niagara, but this one was Viagra. Now that's great stuff, you know, it's just fantastic. I know you guys don't need it yet, but it sure is hell nice to know that it's there for you right now, when you need it. I dropped one of those little blue pills down the toilet accidentally the other day, and they're damn expensive now. I can't get the lid down anymore. The first Viagra baby boy was born at Vancouver General this morning. Now, I listened to this on the radio, and the reason they know he's a Viagra baby boy is he came in at 9 pounds 6 inches. Same measurements as Tiger Woods. What a future that kid's got. Some of the other things that happen as you grow older is I have a Viagra story from my son who's in Japan. He's a movie star, and he was telling me that this story is making rounds in Tokyo. So this woman is talking to her husband, or the doctor, and he says, my husband is just not interested in sex anymore. It's been 6 months. And the guy's driving me nuts. Can you help me? He said, yeah, I've got this little plastic bag, 5 of those little blue pills ground up into a very, very fine powder. And when he's not looking, just dump that into his coffee cup. Wait about 15 minutes. And then come back and tell me what happened. So she comes back about a week later and she said, it was fantastic, doctor, I did just what you said. I waited 5 minutes, nothing happened. 10 minutes, nothing happened. 15 minutes, he got up, knocked all the cups off of the table, and there on the table we had the greatest sex that we've ever had in our lives. It was incredible. So the doctor said, well, you must be pleased with that. She said, yes, we're very pleased with that, but the manager at Starbucks don't ever come back here again. One of the funny things happen in your life is, you know, when I first wake up in the morning at 8 o'clock, I go to the bathroom. Then I get out of bed and go to the bathroom again. Do you know that I'm actually standing there peeing in Morse code now? Dash. It's bloody ridiculous. And I don't know if that's a secret message from outer space. Because I've outlived everybody who knows anything about Morse code. It sounds like the dot, dot, dot. It sounds like the Titanic has just hit an iceberg. Some of the other things that happen is when something goes wrong with your body, your doctor looks at you and he says, I don't know anything about that, so you have to go to a specialist. It's not in my field at all, I'm just a GP. So I was telling him I was losing my eyesight, and he said, well, I'm going to give you an appointment with one of the famous Chinese ophthalmologists here in Vancouver. He's very famous. You go see him, and he will fix up your eyes. So I sit down in the guy's chair, and he's got rays looking at me and beams coming at me. He finally rolls back in his chair, and he says, Mr. West, you have cataract. I said, no, doctor, I've got a Chrysler. How the hell can you miss that? The other thing that happens when you start to lose your hearing. How do you know you're losing your hearing? Well, your wife comes into the living room and says you're playing the TV too loud. Or at a movie, I would say, what did that guy say? So you know you're losing your hearing, so I went to an eye, ear, nose, and throat specialist, and he said, you have no hearing left, you've got to go get some hearing aids. So I bought 2 hearing aids and went down to see him about a month later, and he said, after testing me, he said, you know, your hearing is perfect now. Your family must be really happy that you can hear everything. I said, no, Doc, I just sit in the back of the room, I listen to the conversations, and I've changed my will 4 times. The other thing that I've done, I have an electronic heart pacer now, because I have a heart specialist. And I can't set electronic things very well at the very best of times, and I know I didn't do this right. Because every time I make love to my beautiful wife on Saturday nights, my neighbor's garage door opens and closes. And he's really pissed off, let me tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, I belong to a company that I'm the Canadian rep for a company called Lemonade. A doctor in Winnipeg, Manitoba, of all places, in 1929, and that's 83 years ago because I was born in 1929, invented a cure for cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Lou Gehrig's disease, anything that you can imagine. He fixed up, and thousands of people came from all over the world to Winnipeg, of all places. And he gave them an inoculation and cured them of whatever they had. And it's been dead 70 years. 70 years, and I'm a survivor of the cancer, throat cancer, because of that product. Now, I have one last story that goes with this. I went to my heart specialist, and he had me on the stress test. If you haven't got this test, go get it, because it tells you all the things that might happen down the road. So it's all attached to the computer, and I'm doing my stress testing. I'm running on the treadmill, and I go see him after in his office, and I said, Doctor, what am I going to die from? He said, well, you die from cancer, or heart disease, or stroke, or Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's, or Lou Gehrig's disease, or arthritis. Everybody dies from those things. And we don't have any cure for any of it. You die from that. I said, Doctor, can you tell me, when am I going to die? He said, when are you going to die? How the hell would I know that? Nobody knows when they're going to die. I said, oh, contrary, Doctor, I have a great uncle who knew exactly when he was going to die. He knew the year, the month, the day, the hour, the minute he was going to die. The doctor looked at me and immediately said, it's impossible. Nobody knows when they're going to die. How did this happen? He said, a judge told me. So if any of you guys want to find out about this miracle product called Lemonade, I have a business card over there that I'll give you to you. You can go and look at this product. It's going to keep you awake. Thank you so much.